Y'all hear me from that school? Yeah, yeah. There are prayers no voice can carry, tears the world may never see. There are hopes that wait in shadow, longing quietly to be. Yet faith can live inside the ache, and trust can rise through unseen pain. This is where her story opens, hope born in waiting. In Ramah lived Hannah, tender, steadfast, true. Her days were marked by kindness, her heart by longing too. Year by year the silence lingered, arms still empty, dream delayed. While songs of birth filled other homes, her prayer remained unmade. Still she would not harden, nor let sorrow claim her soul. Even in the quiet absence, God remained her goal. Hannah prayed and still believed, through the waiting she perceived God who hears the silent cry, God who sees the hidden sigh. When the heart can only trust, lay in hope in God it must. He will answer in His time, faith is never left behind. Hey, hey, yes sir. Before the Lord to the house of God she entered, not with practiced words to say, but with truth poured out in stillness, where the soul learns how to pray. Lips that moved in silent pleading, tears that spoke what words could not. Every grief and every longing gently to the Lord was brought. If you see me, if you hear me, if a child is given me, He will live before you always, set apart for you to be. This was not a vow of bargain, it was trust and sacred call. Life itself belongs to heaven, giver, keeper, Lord of all. Hannah prayed and still believed, through the waiting she perceived God who hears the silent cry, God who sees the hidden sigh. When the heart can only trust, lay in hope in God it must. He will answer in His time, faith is never left behind. Hey, hey. Had I peace before, and sternly saw her, misunderstood her grief at first. Yet when Hannah shared her burden, truth revealed a faithful thirst. Go in peace, the priest then told her, God has heard what you have said. And though nothing yet had altered, hope awakened where she prayed. For when heaven hears a prayer, even before change appears, rest can enter waiting hearts and quiet long-held fears. Hannah prayed and still believed, through the waiting she perceived God who hears the silent cry, God who sees the hidden sigh. When the heart can only trust, lay in hope in God it must. He will answer in His time, faith is never left behind. Yeah, remembered time moved on in gentle silence, yet not lost to God above. He remembered Hannah's longing, answered faith with living love. Life was placed within her keeping, arms once empty now were filled. Samuel, a name of asking, promise spoken and fulfilled. Joy now lived where grief had lingered, yet her vow remained the same. What was given first by heaven, she returned in sacred claim. When the child had grown in strength, she returned to God once more. Love that trust does not imprison, faith releases to the Lord. Tears and praise were joined together, sorrow turned to gratitude. For the God who gives in mercy is the one to whom is due. Hannah's heart, once torn by waiting, now in worship stood complete. What began in silent anguish ended bowed at heaven's feet. Hannah prayed and still believed, and the promise she received, what seemed slow in mortal sight, unfolded in God's perfect time. God who hears the silent cry, God who sees the hidden sigh, answers faith that dares remain through the waiting and the pain. When hope feels far away and night outlasts the day, the prayer that perseveres still finds God near. Hey, yeah! Hannah's prayer still speaks, no faithful cry is lost. What feels delayed is never beyond God's care. He hears before the answer, He moves before we see. And in the appointed moment, hope becomes reality. All